Hello, this is Hazuki 81. Welcome to my YouTube channel. The theme of this title, this broadcast, is the Shenmue fighting system, the Hazuki style, part 1. So I'm going to explain in a thorough explanation here of how my fighting system is effective. Okay, well, I'm not going to be in the Hazuki dojo right now. This is like before Ryuzuki goes to bed at this time. But what I'm going to explain here is not how the system is effective only, but I'm going to give the interpretation of the purpose of the Hazuki style. There's going to be a lot of meaning to the Hazuki style in this interpretation of what I'm saying audibly in this video here. So, okay, and as you know, please excuse any throat clearing, little coughing, wheezing, whatever. I don't have the best lifestyle, and this is all going back to my history 30 years ago when I was supposed to, I had agreed with my teacher that, yes, you should give me the videos that prove my talent, and, I was going to use this to get in Hollywood. I was going to interpret these moves one day. I was going to talk about these things one day, and it's coming still.
Look at the time.
This time is coming. I'm going to still interpret what I'm talking about with this fighting system that is, in fact, my fighting system. Now, let me explain this here. Okay. The Hazuki style is... this is a style I created in training. This is a style, like before 1999, when the video game came out, before it was released for the Sega Dreamcast. I created these moves in 1995. Most of these moves, or all, well, let me explain. They were all created in 1995. Yes. That's what I was trying to gather and figure out, because I'm a little confused with some of the moves that were used for Jin Kazama in Bandai Namco. Some of the moves that were used later are used also in 1997 when I trained under the instruction of Michael Hurst at Region 5 Lincoln Park Recreation Center. Yeah, so, okay. Now, in 1995, I had earned a degree. I didn't pursue a full degree in 1997, but I do remember training in 1997 with Michael Hurst. That's up to him if he would testify the truth or not that I trained with him, if there has to come up to a court hearing or something of that nature. I don't even know if he's existing. He's alive still. One moment. Yes, hello. Just at home. Where are you? Where are you now? I'm asking a question. So you're driving? Where are you, Mom? Where are you? Okay, when will we be here? Yeah, I will. When will you be here? Yes, when will you be here? Okay, I'll be ready. I've got to go. I'm on my YouTube channel. Bye. Okay, so excuse the momentarily interruption there. I had a phone call I had to attend to. Yes, getting back to subject here. 1997, I did train with certified instructor Michael Hurst from the Region 5 Subakdo Middle Kwan Federation. I trained with him. There was some proof that he gave me some papers and evidence of the instructors' names and people that I should know their names. He wanted me to know the names of my teachers. He gave me some papers and documents. I lost them now, or they got thrown out at this time. Um, so um, this teacher, Michael Hurst, he's a good teacher to me. He was a noble person to me. He was this way to me. Today, if he is still alive, if he
I'll do this tomorrow.
I'll speak of this in a moment. Getting to bed.
Whoa, gotta get going.
Okay, back on subject here. Yes, so this Michael Hurst, um, I know these teachers don't like me in the past when I had trained with them to say their names, but this has become a broader, you know, part of my life, a bigger part. Uh, they're supposed to, I had thought they were going to represent me to the Hollywood industries one day, and I thought we had verbally agreed upon that. Now, getting back to 1995, I'm a son from a family, from parents, background family. They don't believe in contracts. They don't. Well, how to explain this? It's not that they don't believe in contracts, but it's that they don't like the idea of contracts. The family I'm from, the family that took me to train at Region 5, they don't like contracts. This is probably why I did not train with Grandmaster Joe Anopa of Kwang Bok Do. Was it? Yes, in Taylor, Michigan. I saw him in a phone book. I was inspired to read what he teaches. Kwang Bok Do, Grandmaster Joe Anopa. He has a lot of claims about himself. I remember he did claim that he was from Los Angeles, California. Was it? I don't have the proof of his documents that I had before, but I remember what he had claimed. I believe he was a member of the Gray Belt Society, and to me that sounds like he created his own system also. So I guess you could say I have something in common with this Grandmaster in a way, in that sense. So, you know, I didn't train with this Grandmaster Joe Anopa for Taekwondo. It was the primary martial art that I remember he was teaching, I believe. So I did not train with this master because the lessons were too expensive and they used contracts. I believe there was like, well, they're more, how to explain it, they're more likely to use contracts. This Joe Anopa, his karate school. I did train there momentarily in 1997 also, but that was later after 1995 when I had trained with this Korean karate school affiliated with Russ Hankey's school in Wyandotte. But I had trained primarily at Lincoln Park Region 5 Center. Okay. yeah, so my the family that took me to the classes, the martial art classes, or you could say karate class, they don't like the idea of contracts. They were never present to witness the talent I displayed in class in 1995. They were never there. The parents, my family, my parents, they were, well, I can say my what I can say this. I'll say this. One of my parents brought me to the gut testing later, but before that, one of my parents also brought me to the tournament that I had won those two medals at. Uh, the tournament I remember was not a very good was not a good experience for the parent that took me there. In fact, there was criminal activity that happened to this parent that took me to that tournament. This is another reason why I show the bronze medal. That bronze medal says, "Congratulations." This is another problem. Let me just say what happened. Uh, well, this is how I remember it. But my mother would not want me to say this, but I'll say this anyway. I was really impressive at the tournament. I was doing a Bruce Lee, this Bruce Lee jumping sidekick. I kept doing the same move. I think people didn't like me doing that move. Uh, like you always see Scott Atkins doing that same move, but I just started doing that at the tournament in 1995 on my own anyway. I learned that move from playing SNES, Dragon the Bruce Lee Story. The Bruce Lee, it's like a shuffle jump sidekick or something. I don't know what he calls it, but I copied it. I learned it. Kept doing it before I had my match. And then I had so there was people in the tournament. There were Dons there. I remember before I went to this Gibraltar tournament, there were Dons running all around the Gibraltar Metro Parks. This is a secret by my neighbors, I think. I definitely suspect this is a secret by my neighbors. They're not going to say. Even under oath, I think they will lie. Truth be told. So, it's really interesting. I find it strange and interesting that I moved to a city where they've got a neighbor across the street, and maybe he's got something more to do with some kind of martial arts. I'm thinking something about American Karate School, but I'm not going to say all the evidence gathered up I can say right now. And then we've got these next door neighbors who are actually, in fact, related to the karate teacher that taught me that year. So this is like a impress me or you're trapped for here forever kind of a situation. Impress the hell out of me, Ryan, or you're going to stay here forever. And I didn't know I was in a situation. If I had read between the lines before I moved to Riverview, Michigan in the year 1999, I would have tried to be more presentable to the neighbors and everybody, but this is another problem. I lost my memory somehow from 1995. I remember I had promised myself, this is what they say in Shenmue. Did you forget what you had promised yourself? And yes, I did forget that, because I do remember I promised Raymond Savoy, that is the likeness of Guizhang. I remember I had promised myself that I would get with and have sexual relations with women, with girls. But, see, this is what I remembered. And this is why he gave me the degree too. He believed in me. He had faith in me. So what I'm saying about that, that is what I forgot that I had promised myself before he left to Arizona to become a whatever he was there, hero, cop, whatever. He's depicted to be like a hero because he's a police officer or something. But I'm the same way in likeness as all those dons that are cops or not cops. Maybe I'm better than talented than them in other ways, but well, that's because I taught them martial arts they didn't know. All right, well, that's what it is. So what happened? Okay, I moved here in 1999. The neighbor across the street, I don't really believe what they're saying to me, that some things, but that's just personally what I think, because, well, it's kind of obvious to me in a way. I remember going to this tournament in Gibraltar, and they had hot dogs there. Russ Hinkie was there. Some other dons were there. The training happened there. I remember I had ate a hot dog at the tournament. My mother didn't want me to eat that hot dog. I only ate like half of it or part of it. So I only ate like part of it or half of it. And then I remember some of the people at the tournament, well, to be honest, they looked like some of my neighbors. And they probably took the pictures of the tournament that were missing later. There was a blonde-haired son or somebody that, his name was Nathan. He gave me these pictures back to me after class. And then he gave them to me, but I had to use the restroom really bad that time when I was about to leave karate school and go to the car. My parents to leave the dojang that day. So he gave me the pictures. This kid, he was a kid he looked like a kid at the time. He may be the neighbor across the street related to Larry and, well, I mean, I'm saying names, but I remember this kid had blonde hair. His name was Nathan. It could have been the same person. As wild of a guess as it is, that could have been him. He could have witnessed the talent I displayed at the tournament. I don't know what he knows about me more than I know. So I remember pictures were taken of me at the tournament. It could have been by different people, the neighbors, whatever. I remember certain people watching, the spectators of the talent we all had displayed of martial arts. And so what happened there was I had a tournament with this. Okay, so it's not that it was, it doesn't sit right with me to remember what I witnessed happen, what I realized had happened. It doesn't sit right with me today, but I'm going to explain it anyway. It's like something that I believe my mother would want to forget forever, maybe, but I didn't forget it. See, this is what martial arts is about. Meditating, realizations, memories come back to you. Well, that's what martial arts is all about, right? That's what meditation is about. So, see, those pictures of me, okay, let me explain this. When Nathan gave me those pictures were given to me. I'm only 14, yes, and I said, thank you very much. I'm so glad. I was grateful to have them. I really wanted to get those. He gave those pictures to me. And then I went to the changing room to use the restroom, to use the bathroom. I took a picture of the stall where they had changed the architecture or like the design, interior design of the that room. See, the Don teachers or somebody, the administration, the authorities in Lincoln Park, it used to be like brown on the inside, brown and beige. I took a picture of the door, and it indicates that is a likeness of the inside. The door indicates that it's like a brown, beige interior design. They changed that to green and white, like Wayne State University, maybe Michigan State University. I don't know what it was. That's the likeness I gather that the vibe they're trying to give to me. If to anybody later. Now, what I'm saying here is that this, okay, so what happened there? I took a picture later when I was trying to get there again. They changed that stall where it was a number 2 toilet, whatever. You can do 1 or 2. They took out the door. They put a urinal there. And yeah, they changed that. But let me explain. In 1995, when I went into the changing room, okay, when I was on my way to use the restroom before I left with the pictures, Joey LaJoyce was following me in there. He followed me in there, and he was looking at me. I remember him seeing him behind my back. I sat down to use the restroom, and then I set the pictures on the garbage can. I set him on top, but I noticed him in there, and I seen him in there, and I said, don't touch those pictures. Those are mine. He's looking right at me, like I didn't see him, like he was hoping I didn't see him. He didn't say nothing. He's looking right at me through the crack of the stall, and then he walks right out with those pictures. He goes through them, walks right out. I end up being finished using the toilet. Wipe my ass, get up. I walk out of the stall. Those pictures are gone. So he took the pictures. It's a likeness to like what's in Tekken 7, the introductory, where the pictures are tossed on the ground, random pictures of whatever. They give it like a different theme in that, but it reminds me of that. Like, here's your pictures back. I later saw those pictures at Sarah, her house, but they didn't. I believe I later saw them there briefly, but then the family put those away. And I think I might have saw them. See, that's the thing about this. It looked like I may have seen some pictures vaguely there. I have been looking for those pictures for ever since 1995, since I had those stolen from me. And this is what I'm saying. I wanted to give the teacher, Joey LaJoyce, the benefit of the doubt that he was just holding on to those pictures for me for later in life, that I'd get those back. So you see, this Sarah Bach, these people that collected the vintage toys in their house and that, the police should have records of that. The Detroit police should have records of that. I remember that happened. If they're going to lie to me and lie and testify in court, they're lying. They're putting away an innocent man in jail, whatever. If they would do that, they should not get away with that. These Bach people, they're from the Polish community. I don't think they'd be that evil to do that to me, but they were the way they were to not say nothing to me about this Shenmue all these years. I suspected that Sarah had those pictures, and as more than that, because see, I saw they had a lot of pictures, a lot of stuff on their table at times. They put those away right away, but they also should have pictures of the vacation that Mr. Zigafus mentioned of Arizona when Sarah went in 1996 with Raymond when he left. See, they should have proof of that. So what happened at the tournament I was impressive. I did perfect forms. They gave me gold medal for forms. I almost won a non-contact sparring match. If that was a real contact match, that old man that I went up against, I think his name is Gary. Well, how do I remember that? I don't know. See, if that had been a real match, I don't think that guy would stand up for one kick. He'd just be down, broken bones somewhere in his body. But this is what I'm saying. This is a non-contact federation I come from. What happens after this match I have with this scary guy? He's a green belt. I'm a white belt. He barely won the non-contact sparring match with a back fist, and then like a back fist to the temple, and whatever, like some weird thing like that. I had to, nature was calling. I had to take a dump in the bathroom that was like a mile. It wasn't a mile. It was probably like a quarter mile away, or a third mile away, walking distance from where I was at to the bathroom at the Metro Park in Gibraltar. I had to use the restroom. My mother didn't want me to leave to use the restroom, I remember. And now that I think of it, the competitors and people were kind of bothering her. But I'm only 14 years of age, and they're bothering her somewhat. But I figure, well, she's an adult. I'm an adult. I'm supposed to be an adult, 14, whatever. Looked like a man. I looked like a Marine, not a man. I looked like a military badass guy. Well, I think she'll be all right. I don't know. I'm only 14, and I'm doing moves. I'm really impressive. That's when I did martial arts well too. It's August 1995. She didn't really want me to go to the restroom, but I had to go. I had to go number 2. I can't take a shit in front of everybody. I wish I would have taken a shit on that Gary guy. This is what happens. I go there. The man that there was a man. He looks like my neighbor Tom across the street. Like Tom from the hot dog truck. Like Tom from the hot dog truck. See, this is the problem with this Shenmue in a way too. Tom from the hot dog truck. The likeness of this guy, Tom from the hot dog truck. He also is. Well, this is the thing about this. There's a pastor that probably, he might agree with me on this. He might not. The face of Tom is a Creole face from this kind of missionary person, Stacy Lewis. She's deceased now, but he has the same face as Stacy Lewis, whatever, some kind of, like Christianity. I want to say Christianity is a real religion. I know it's like a very discriminated against religion. People, how to explain it? Like people don't accept Christianity that much. Like it's a real religion. How to really explain it? It's not really cool sometimes to be Christian in the world. It's just like it's not really accepted. I studied other religions. I studied other religions that year too, in 1995. I do say that because I did. So I do say that. Okay, so what happens? I go to use the restroom. I walk there. I remember what I was wearing too. I was wearing some shorts. I think they were okay. Now I think I was wearing some stone faded shorts. They were silver tab jeans shorts. I was wearing that. Or I was wearing medium wash silver tab shorts. It was one of the two. I wore that. I wore a Michigan. No. I don't know what did I wear. I might have worn a Downriver Raiders shirt. At the time, I knew a teacher or somebody in administration from Melvindale. His name was Mr. Ash, and he had a father named Mr. Ash. I knew the Ash family, so the son, Mr. Ash, I believe he was the coach of Downriver Raiders. I knew him somewhat. My father knew him, but I wore like a Downriver Raiders shirt or something. Okay, so there's that. So I go to the restroom. This guy, I think his name actually was Tom. He was the first competitor I was up against, and well, he didn't do good in karate. He lost first match. It's just a non-contact gathering. I don't know what to say. Not everybody's good at something. Okay, not everybody's. I'll explain it. Not everybody's the best at everything. I'll just put it that way. I'm not the best at everything I do, but it doesn't mean somebody else has to be the best or better than me ever or always. Or not everybody is the best at everything they do. That's what I should tell Sarah's brother, Brandon, because it doesn't seem like it, but this is the way he thinks. He has to be the best at everything he does. He's the best, the best, the best. That's like a strange thing to me, but I know that I remember that about her brother. He's just the sister, Sarah. She thinks he's the best at everything he does. He's the best at everything. He's just the best. That's not true in life. You can't look at life that way. So what happens, I come back from the restroom. It's like a public restroom. I take a number 2 dump there. I come back and I realized I shouldn't leave my mother there if she didn't want me to be there too long. Well, she's been raped right out in front of everybody's there. She's on the ground getting raped by Gary. She's on the ground getting raped by him. Yeah. Was that his name? I think that was his name. It seems like it. She's on the ground getting raped by him. I think what it is, they didn't understand my mother bringing me, this talented martial artist, this very talented martial artist. Like in other martial arts, I'm doing moves that I just see on TV or video games, tumbling during the tournament, jumping around, like jumping with all kind of talent and jumping and gymnastics. Like it's just some things I just did on my own in the martial arts. See, what I did in that tournament was like a lot of fancy karate and stuff that you can't land the attacks on the opponent because you're going to hurt them. And if I had landed one kick with full contact on that guy, Gary, I would have busted and broke all his ribs. I would have kicked his head might have been dangling off of his shoulders. I kicked him in the head. Might have broken his bones. He was an older man that was he was a cigarette smoker. He was like I don't, but I don't think he was. Might have been. I don't know. But he's just some older man that smoker, looked like he was a drinker. I think he drank beer at the tournament or something, but I remember he was smoking a cigarette after I had won that. Well, I won a silver medal from that match. But okay, so Russ Henke was there, Raymond Savoy was there, Michael Zigafus was there, and they witnessed what happened there. They know it. So yes, I come back from the changing room, and I see my mom on the ground on the side. Like I don't. Let me say this too. Let me explain this. I have been going through serious depression, serious anxiety. Uh, like I how to explain it. I don't understand my parents at times. I don't understand my own parents at times. Okay, I don't understand my parents. Was what was going on there on my side view that I noticed consensual? Was that some consensual act of something? I don't know. I don't know because I don't even understand my own parents at times. Growing up, I don't understand them at times. I don't, and that's what I need to admit here. So I what I had saw on my side view was like uh, this person that went up against in a match on my mother. Like I was gonna go over there, but then they got up right away when I noticed them. I didn't know what to think of that, but see, this is the price I had to pay for earning those medals at that tournament. For earning those medals at the Russ Sankey tournament, it looked like my mother had been raped there. And Russ Sankey, all he says, Betty, I'll give you $50 for that. I'm sorry about that. Here's a check for $50, he says. Like, and now that I think of it today, that's really insulting. And another fact I need to clarify about this Russ Hankey guy is, okay, Dong Yu Lee told me something online in video call about Russ Hankey. Yes, Grandmaster World Mudo Kwan Dong Yu Lee told me that Russ Hankey always, when he would go to Korea, I don't want to make his family look bad, but I mean, this is the thing. Maybe I shouldn't say what I heard about Russ Hankey from him. I'll just leave it at that. I won't even say what I see. This is the thing. Maybe I should say. Should I say? I don't know. It doesn't make Russ Hankey look that good, but see, this is the problem with these Don futures. They don't have the morals they're supposed to have all the time. I just won't say. I said I won't say. I just won't say what he told me about Russ Hankey. I won't say. Maybe I'll never say it because that's coming from Korea. I don't want to ruin his reputation. He's supposed to be deceased now. Leave it at that. If that, knowing that, whatever. But see, I don't want to say that, but okay, let me explain this here. So yes, so Dong Yudli, he did tell me something about this Russ Hankey. I always thought Russ Hankey was a good man and it's not a bad person. I don't think he's a bad person. I just, what he told me, well, it's something that it's something that's like well, it's something that people, if you're an adult, well, you might be an adult. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to say nothing. Just forget it. Like, I shouldn't have said that. But let me say this. Russ Hankey seemed like a good teacher and a good man to me every time I met him. I don't like that he said that about to my mother. Like, he said, here, Betty, here's a check for $50. That's all I got. And I wondered why. See, like, okay, let me explain this. When that happened, it seemed like it was something maybe consensual on the side of view of what happened. Like, see, I don't understand my parents most of my life or whatever. Sometimes I don't understand them. I love my parents. I'll explain it. I love my parents, but I sometimes don't understand them. So, like, I remember somebody at the table they punched Gary in the mouth, but I don't know. See, like, this is the price of those medals. My mother didn't even want me to take those medals at the time, it seemed like, but this is why I came to a tournament. I had won medals. See, so I wanted to be in a tournament. It was a non-contact match, but see, this is what downriver community is like. They can't stand talent in martial arts if they're not respected in this community called downriver, I guess. See, this is my experience. No offense to downriver people, but this is what it needs to change around here. It's not going to. It's just, this is the part of the world that, part of the society to me, that, everybody thinks they're special here. Everybody thinks they got to be better. Like, everybody thinks they're special here. I don't want to make fun of people, but, if you're special at something, you should leave. If you're really good at something, maybe you should leave, because everybody thinks they're really special around here. That's what I learned about downriver Michigan. This is why the teacher didn't want me to stay training at Region 5. Raymond told me, he said, with that skin tone and with that talent, you better get the hell out of here, Ryan. You don't belong here, because this is the Buck State. That's what Raymond told me. He knew I was meant for so many more things. I had too much talent at the time. Well, that's the problem. And then I get stuck here because his family wanted my degree. Or he wanted to give them that. It's probably both. So what happened at this tournament? Yes, this is what I think may have been some kind of resemblance of this bronze. See, Shenmue has a likeness copy of this. There's a bronze medal. It says congratulations. I'm not going to say nothing else. No more indications. It don't matter. It doesn't matter to me how. I'm not going to say. That's just too much. But okay, so there's that, and then there's that memory. I was good at the tournament. I did well in the martial arts. I took the medals. But my mother didn't have a very good experience there. But that's what I remember. Now that I think of it, that's what really happened. It's because, see, these memories stay stuck in my mind, and I'm thinking, wow. See, this is what I want to say. This is probably something my mother would want to deny, and a lot of people would want to deny this because it's a terrible memory. But this is the thing about this. The silver medal, to me, reminds me of Deep Silver from Shenmue, because I had the deepest kiops in class that year. And they won't just tell you that. Okay, so this is another thing about this truth of my history. See, so those tournament medals, they came with a price. Like, it wasn't just $20 to enter that tournament that day. No. And that's what it is in Shenmue also, $20. Maybe it was $25 in some ways, but I thought it was $20. I don't know. See, the tournament that day is just a non-contact tournament. It's where people get together, have fun. You're supposed to have fun and not fight with each other there. But when those other competitors, it's just the green belt man, whatever, he seen that I had talent in martial arts, he got really offended, it seemed. I mean, I'm only 14 years of age, and this person assaults my mother. I guess he should have went to prison that day. Maybe he went to jail later, that guy. I don't know if my mother told my father what happened, but see, that's another story too. See, this is a problem. It may have went beyond that after the tournament, and that's another story. That's something that I may not know about either. Maybe it was just a secret from Maybe it was kept secret. I don't know. But like, that's the problem with these tournaments. They make problems. These martial arts can make problems. Well, yeah. And so let me explain this. Okay, now getting on to the story of the Hazuki style. But let me explain. The reason I spoke of this, it somehow came up in the subject about the tournament medals, about something more. I don't know how I got on it, but this is what I'm trying to explain about the Hazuki style now. I'm going to give a lot of clarification of the purpose of the Hazuki style and what my purpose is to teach this, to know this, how the spiritual act of my training is manifesting this interpretation of the Hazuki style. The purpose of my style, I may not even call it the Hazuki style because I'm not officially accredited in the credits or of Shenmue or whatever, but I may give this style my own style name later in life at some point. But the extraction and the purpose of this martial arts that I did, what came out of this, was a result of the experiences I had undergone at a strong junior high, middle school. I was in the 8th grade, maybe perhaps the likeness of warehouse number 8. So at times there were multiple people that wanted to fight with me. I remember walking home from school at one time or another, I think it was multiple times, I would say. There were bullies, people that they're like my size, but they wanted to fight with me. I didn't want to fight with them because I thought I would hurt them too much. I thought I might kill them in a fight, thought I might kill them all, but I didn't know how to see. It's funny because it's really funny to me. I just wanted to bring this up to my karate teacher, Raymond, about 3 guys following me home from school or whatever. 3 guys, they didn't follow me the whole way home, but they followed me up to the high school, Melvindale High School. They changed Melvindale in every way now. Now the Melvindale High School is the junior high school. They changed it all. They even made a Back to the Future looking junior high. They even made a Back to the Future looking Melvindale and elementary school, Northern Allen Park. They did that too. Melvindale is all orchestrated by a teacher and that or something. His family. They changed that. They changed Baptist Park, wherever I went. They changed everything where I went. Somebody did. Somebody in the state authority changed it. I'm not an idiot. I know what's going on, sort of. So this is what I'm saying. Okay, so this, yes, so there were 3 guys that wanted to fight with me at different times. Or it seemed like 3 guys. Maybe just 2 of the 3 guys wanted to fight with me because one of the guys was Mexican like me. He was Hispanic, Mexican. He was just it seemed like he was just hanging out with those other guys that didn't understand me or like me. And I don't know, maybe they acted like they liked me, but they didn't understand me. See, it seemed like they wanted to fight with me. So that's the impression I got. And this different impression today is sort of that they want me to be like them and act like them, and I'm just not that way at the time. Yes, so this and there were other people that were like didn't understand me. It seemed like they were bullies. See, this is why I interpret this in a better sense today. There's a lot of junior high students that didn't understand me, it seems like today, so they didn't like me. So it seemed like they were bullying me, which they did harass me at times. And I can't do my schoolwork, I can't feel comfortable at school. it's not that I wasn't really comfortable, but I'm used to like it's like being in an outside recess class or something. I'm used to kids. They're not kids. They're like adolescent men in a way, picking fights with me and stuff, sort of. I mean, if I wasn't shoving somebody 10 feet across the hallway, it's like the strength I had was, I know what to do with it. So I didn't want to use martial arts to hurt someone, to kill someone. It's like that. And then these people would hang around my locker a lot that were messing with me. See that this is another memory of okay. This is another memory of the jacket, the real Shenmue jacket, the one that the administration and the game developer, the game designer from Japan that came to borrow this jacket or something. I thought actually maybe they would be planting some drugs in my locker. So that's why I didn't even trust anybody claiming that they were a game designer, claiming that they were anything. I didn't trust anybody at all that year, So see, this is the problem here. If a Japanese game, the creator, designer, whatever, if people from Japan came there, and which they did, I remember there were some Asian people there. I saw a YouTube video, random one. There's a random YouTube video I saw, and it looked like, well, I'm not going to say it, but I won't say it. Maybe it's a little disrespectful, but the people that came looked familiar like they're representing Sega. That's all I'm going to say about that. And they were representing Sega because this is Shenmue. So, okay, what I'm trying to say here, let me get down to the point of this broadcast here. The point of interpretation of the Hazuki style, this is what I interpret it to be. It's the purpose of this Hazuki style is because I experienced different experiences at the time of 1995 that had inspired me to train in ways to create combos in my moves. There's a lot of combos in my moves. It's like a 90s style fighting system because they used to have supersized meals and combos were so common to eat McDonald's and all that. Well, that's just the way I used to be. And so how to explain this? The combos I created in the fighting system of Shenmue were inspired from that in a way, but they were also inspired to take down multiple opponents like Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee could take down multiple opponents from his power and ultimately the speed is like his power. I believe is that how they define that? I don't know. See, Bruce Lee had a lot of speed. There's a lot of speed with Bruce Lee. And to me, it's like, this is what I believe was created from this. Like, see, I give the comparison of like Bruce Lee because they always show Bruce Lee in his movies taking down multiple opponents. But see, this is just like the way I interpret my fighting system is that I trained, I had undergone, how to explain it, like I went through things in my life that gave me problems, and I've got a parent call me now. I've got to ignore it, so please forgive the stuttering I'm putting out. I have somebody calling. It's stupid in my life sometimes. So I had done these things and has never given my royalties or nothing, so that's why I got a parent calling. Teacher don't care anyway, I guess. Whatever. But see, this is the problem here. I don't want to think about the problem. Let me talk about this, what I did, what I created. Yes. So the system is intended to take down multiple opponents. Now, not everybody can take down multiple opponents. If you're studying the style that I created, and I'm gonna explain it later on YouTube videos when I monetize my channel further more. This style is not effective for everybody. This Hazuki style, I don't believe it's as effective for women as it is for men. And the reason I say that is because men are stronger, bigger bodies, more powerful bodies than women. Now, this is like a men's style more than a women's style, this Shenmue. Let me give the clarification of this. The 3 kick strings are the foundation of the style. I believe there were, I'm not going to say, but let me explain this, okay? The 3 kick strings I created are the foundation of my style. I created them in class, martial art class. There's 2 different 3 kick strings I created. And see, like, okay, how to explain it? To do these, to execute the 3 kick strings properly, you have to have the talent that, like, well, you have to be the likeness of Ryuzuki in a lot of ways. And you also have to be the likeness of Jin Kazama. In ways too, you have to have that likeness. Because you have to have the power. Ultimately, it's the power in your body. You have to have that power. Because the 3 kick strings are meant to take down multiple men. Multiple men with 1 roundhouse to the kick to the head, it would have knocked down an opponent. It would have taken out an opponent, perhaps in fatally, whatever. But 1 roundhouse kick to the head, and then comes after that is a spinning side kick to the stomach, to the ribs, and then what comes after that is a spinning 180 or 360 back kick. That I later confirmed that I learned that again in Aikido, while I already knew it in karate class. So I learned that before I was taught that. Again. That's for the Shenmue 1 kicking string. And then there's and then Shenmue 2, we've got the roundhouse kick to the head, side kick to the ribs or to the stomach, whatever. It's the same as like Shenmue 1, 3 kick string. And then we've got the Taekwondo, or it can be interpreted as a Kyokushin karate tornado kick. See, so you've got that. That's my fighting style. That's what I see. This is what I did on my own. This is the definition of the true martial artist in my interpretation. I am the true martial artist in this manner of speaking. I don't have to walk away from the fight always to prove I'm the bigger man. I created my own fighting system that proves I'm the bigger man. That proves I'm the true martial artist. I created this. That's what I'm saying. So if somebody else is copying me, well, this is another interpretation of this too. At the teacher's, I had this agreement with the teacher when I was younger to say yes. I was given the teachers the allowance to copy me at the time, verbally I was, but this was in agreement that the teachers would give me back those videos that they recorded me, because I agreed with them that if you like my fight choreography, use that and put it into video games, give me royalty money, give me money for this, give me something for this, give me, like, I was implying money and credit. I was implying money and credit. See, he didn't understand. This teacher, like, he tried to intimidate me before in class, like not in class. He intimidated me in the changing room. He said he was testing me. Well, see, I had to what happened, he intimidated me to this Weezong hand pointing thing, whatever they use in Shenmue the animation later. That's what happened in the changing room at Region 5 before I experienced the karate class. See, this is how I started to grab the teacher's wrist at the time. After he did that, well, I'm testing him too. But that's what I remember. So this is what happened. It's like, see, so when I would say that, okay, when I would say, okay, he wanted me to agree to things that he was saying that I should say. So I felt like I had to say what he wanted me to say at times. And that's maybe why, this may be why he would claim that he misinterpreted what I said or something. This teacher, Raymond, this is what I believe about this. It's like, he may interpret it in his own way, saying that, well, he said this and that. Well, but that's because I felt intimidated in the changing room. There's been 2 or 3 times I was actually, assaulted from this guy. And one of the times was because the Sarah girl jumped on me, spit on me in class. And Brandon was there too, but I don't know if they left class after that or what. But I guess she wanted to get with me sexually. Well, that's another story to talk about or whatever. So what happened with this history? See, this is what I'm saying. These are real claims, and this is really my interpretation, the truth about what happened here. It's just like that. Okay, so see this Shenmue, the fighting system I created. It's intended to take down multiple opponents, yes, but you have to have the power of Jin Kazama. In a way, like you maybe not like Jin Kazama, because there's only one Jin Kazama. There's only one Ryozuki. You don't have to have the power that I had at 14. In other words, you don't have to have the same exact power and talent and ability that I had displayed. You don't have to have that. It's recorded on VHS. And if the authorities or whatever say they threw that away, they're lying about that. They're liars. I think they would lie about that. I believe they would lie about that. Yes, I believe so, because that is supposed to be confidential government information. That's supposed to be private, secret, top secret, So, because that's what they don't want to just show everybody. The talent that I displayed that year made too many problems. So what I'm saying about this, yes, the fighting system I created is meant to take down multiple opponents, and the foundation of it is starting with the 3 kick strings. And then the other moves like thunder kick, it's a combo kick, is meant to do that in a way. And the other moves are meant to take down multiple opponents like that. It's in a sense also like Streets of Rage, the talent that I displayed in that, and the moves that were used. It also came from Streets of Rage, where you hold an opponent and kick another opponent, like as they do in Streets of Rage and Shenmue. It's a likeness of Axe of Stone and Sega in another way. There's more I could say, but I have things I got to do right now. But I'll leave it at that. So think about this. This is the likeness of what I'm talking about. I am this Ryozuki and Jin Kazama from a denied degree. I've got the proof of the degree on an identification card. And if the teachers of the Subakdo Federation doesn't want to agree with me, they've got something wrong with them. I don't know how to explain it. They have a problem. They need to figure out what their problem is. So I don't have a problem with this. It's something I earned. It's just that easy to understand. It's so simple. Don't train martial arts if you got too much talent. What am I going to say? Okay, so I explained this interpretation of the system I created on my own training. That's why I was given this degree. It's not for somebody else to claim, not for somebody else to copy, unless that's another subject to talk about. But this is what was, see, this is the problem with the history. It was not agreed upon properly enough. It's just, it's history in a way, but I had this degree, and they see, this is the problem too. This piece of paper is undocumented because 1995 is before the internet technology came out, 1996 and 7 for Netscape. There's more I could say about this. Gotta get going soon. Yes, so yeah, I'll say this though. There was a verbal agreement I had with the teachers. I thought they understood this. I really thought they understood this, that if they're going to copy my moves, if they're going to take credit for me or something, whatever, then they would present these videos to me. Again, they would present these videos to me. I wanted those videos so long ago. And that's another thing. I had experience at Ruby High School where these videos were given to me at one time, but then I believe they were stolen from my locker. That's another thing I could talk about later. There's more or less information. I don't know what to say sometimes, but I'm gonna conclude this broadcast with what I said. Thank you, everyone. I'm Retro Hazuki 81.